Welcome back to the third and final segment of the Tax Time show. In this episode, we started with the information, and as we go along every week, there is going to be information and update, and also most important thing is that how to plan your taxes and what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. We're going to get all the information from Ajay ji, who's a CPA and MBA with Sai CPA services with over 20 years of experience when it comes to personal accounting as well as the corporate accounting, full-fledged accounting services. And you can send us an email, taxtime at tvasiausa.com, or you can contact Ajay ji through saicpaservices.com, the website. But any question you have, feel free to send us a question, taxtime at tvasiausa.com. Ajay ji, last segment में जो हमने बात करी थी, आपने bankruptcy के बारे में बता दिया, very important thing. अब बात करते हैं planning की.
Sure.
This is the time हमें आपसे जानना है कि planning, चाहे वो अपने personal taxes को लेके हो या तो corporate taxes के लेके हो, क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं करना चाहिए?
Absolutely. So the very first thing we want our viewers to know, the planning has to be agile. Planning has to be flexible. See, a lot of the changing, the coronavirus related changes, a lot of the CARES Act related changes, a lot of the HEROES Act that we talked about, these changes are temporary. All the changes that we have under the coronavirus, they are for 2020. A lot of CARES Act changes are for 2 years. So your financial planning, your tax planning has to be agile, that can accommodate the additional state tax liability, if there is any, and it can be changed on a fly. You have to have it flexible, and you have to, that those days are over when you could do the tax planning once till the retirement. Now this is the time when you have to look at your financial planning every year, if not every 6 months. And it doesn't have to be a large exercise. Once you have a financial plan in place, you just need to see, is there any changes that I need based on what we know, based on the new situation, based on the CARES Act, based on the coronavirus related situation, based on the additional state taxes. It just have to be flexible. It just has to be managed frequently.
Exactly. That's a way to know. That's the key thing. Manage frequently.
Absolutely.
Manage carefully. And जहाँ तक retirement का सवाल है, as you know, many people have taken a beating in their 401k right now because of the stock market.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be volatile. For a while you may see stock market doing well, surging up, adding a couple of 100 points, but the day or two you're going to see some 100 points going down and so on and so forth.
Right.
So important thing is to understand how to plan and how to manage your finances as well as tax. Okay, differing deposits.
So this is mostly for the small businesses. If you have a small business, now under the CARES Act, not the HEROES Act, HEROES Act is not passed yet. Under the CARES Act, there's a law. You can defer. You don't have to pay employer portion of the social security taxes for next 2 years. And you can defer it till the end of the year. So for next so many months, next few months, you don't have to pay employer portion of the social security taxes. And half of this amount needs to be paid by the end of 2021, at the end of next year, and the remaining half has to be paid at the end of 2022. So it gives you additional cash flow. So that's a good benefit that's being provided under the CARES Act.
Exactly.
Now the other benefit, similar benefit, while we are talking about the benefits from a financial tax planning perspective, NOLs. A lot of people are expected to have losses in 2020. A lot of businesses were not open for several months. If you have NOLs, if you have net operating losses, if you lost money in your business, you can take these losses to 5 years, prior 5 years. Let's say, for example, if you have been paying taxes in 2018, 2017, 2019, where you made money, you pay taxes. Government is allowing you, if you lost money in 2020, take this loss back to a prior year, refile the prior year's taxes, and get your money back. It's the other benefit.
Okay.
It's called the NOL carryback. Now the next, these are the small business benefit that we are talking about.
But before we go into the next one, I want to say one thing is that in case if I don't find time to say at the end of the segment, is that I like the way that you're giving a hope and you are also kind of convincing small business owners is not to file for bankruptcy. Don't be discouraged. Find a way to survive.
You are 100% right, Sanjeev.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this encouragement. You have to know you are not the only one. Everybody's in the same shoes. You know some people will not survive. People who survives will reap the benefit, will be the ones who are getting all the clients, all the customers. Take an example. If there are 10 restaurants, everybody is suffering, everybody in the same situation that you are. If 3 of them closes, all the clients are going to come to the remaining 7.
Correct, exactly.
So there are reasons to be hopeful.
Absolutely, absolutely. You just have to find a way that how to get your business, or how you should send the business message of your business to the potential clients.
Absolutely. You have to make sure you survive through the situation.
And whatever your existing clients are, keep them with you. Don't let them go away anywhere.
You have to work harder.
Right.
There is no doubt about it. You have to know what you're getting into. You have to know about all these programs. You have to know the NOLs. You have to know how much tax you can defer. At the end of the day, it's all going to boil down to the cash flow.
Absolutely.
You have to have the cash flow to survive.
Absolutely.
That being said,
Okay.
you can take $100,000 out of your retirement fund at no penalty. If you are affected under the coronavirus situation, you have the right to take up to $100,000 that you can pay over next 3 years. Typically, IRS will charge you 10% penalty.
But this time they have waived it.
They are waiving
waived
the
it.
whole
Yes,
penalty.
absolutely. But again, it's very risky, so be very careful when you do that, because you will have to pay that back.
You do have to pay it back.
Okay, Ajay, since last few weeks and months or so, we've been getting a lot of emails from our viewers, as you know, that regarding PPP and AIDL. But one important topic has been loan forgiveness.
That's right.
We've got a couple of minutes. I want you to touch on that subject, loan forgiveness, one more time. PPP loan forgiveness.
Well, let's focus on what changed. We have been talking about PPP, EIDL, loan forgiveness in every week's episode. Again, we want to remind our viewers, what you don't know can cost you a lot of money. So it's very important for you, your small business, to find out what are the benefits that the government is providing under the coronavirus situation, under the CARES Act, under the HEROES Act. What changed in last couple of weeks under the PPP loan forgiveness? Initially, SBA was giving 8 weeks from the date of you receiving the money. Now, under the new rule, under the new explanation, you can have the 8 weeks aligned to your payroll period or to your utility bill period. Say, for example, if you get the money on May 5th and you are running the payroll on 15th of every month, 15th May, 31st May, 15th June, you can have the 8 weeks period aligned to your payroll period. Let's say if you make the utility bill payment at the end of each month, and you got the money on May 5th, you can have your 8 weeks aligned to your utility bill cycle. So in the new rule, under the PPP loan forgiveness, your period can be aligned to your actual cycle, payroll cycle or the utility bill cycle.
Okay, interesting. And should you want to get more information on that PPP loan forgiveness, as viewers, you've been contacting Mr. Ajay Kumar. Continue to do that. Text time at tvasiausa.com. Ajay ji, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका. Thank you so much for sharing good information and as well as spreading some positivity.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
Among the viewers, and I'm sure viewers will find it very, very helpful as well. Until we meet again, same place, same time, I am Sanjeev Pandya, wishing you all happy days ahead. Try to find happiness somewhere, somehow, and then you will find it, and we definitely will come out of this. कहते हैं ना कि ये वक्त भी गुजर जाएगा. With that note, do take care of yourself, stay safe, and stay optimistic. So long.